Right. Close that down. Okay, safety. Right. Get clear of that. Get clear of that. And stream health is for some reason lagging quite severely. I'm not entirely sure what's causing this, but unless there's just too many windows open, which is always a possibility. Quit the G hub. That's going to be something less to worry about. We need the other thing. We've got the Satisfactory up. I'm afraid I'm going to be downloading. Oh no, I cancelled the game, so it should. I cancelled the update, so that should why. Right. And again, I would love it if the YouTuber gods would decide to make the UI a little bit easier to work with, rather than this sham shackle. Boom. Okay. And we are live. We are set. And hopefully there isn't going to be too much of a problem. Quit that. Give me as much processing as possible. And it doesn't help that my system already wants to do stuff. So yes. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. And welcome. Welcome once again to our lovely little live stream. Today we'll be up for a couple of hours. I'm not going to have it as long today. Well, that's a fucking brilliant way to start the goddamn episode. Yes, well, to be fair, it kind of was... Well, you know what? It segued us in a weird way to the right point. So yes, hello, 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 hello. And welcome, welcome, welcome to another live stream. As mentioned, as I said before, I don't know why I do that, where I just forget that I say certain things. So in the last episode, we basically had a long episode where I kind of zerged my way towards completion. I can delete that because that's not the right location to have done it. And basically, we are in the process... Ooh, we are in the process of getting restarted with our system. We were able to advance quite far in our first episode, getting to the point where we had stitched stitched smelting capacities. We've got... How are we diddling? Yeah, obviously the power went down to shit. What is causing the power to drop? I'm thinking something ran out of fuel. Yeah, something ran out of fuel. And it's not looking too good. Question, can I do architecture? Yes, I can. Need rods. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. Right. Dong dong dong. 2, 3. Right, and then I'm thinking... Actually, no, never mind. So, what we're going to be doing today, apart from fixing the power problem, is actually fixing the power problem. Where we're going to be intending on trying to get coal factories going up. Because obviously, now that we can do coal factories, it's going to be apparent that we need a larger amount of coal, / we need a larger amount of... hang on. So, yeah, I'll go with that. So, vertical. Right, and then obviously... Oh, motherfucker. And, of course, the means for me to get access to that is dead because I don't have enough fucking thing. Anyway. So, what we're going to do is we're going to... Right, might as well get the ladder set up at least. Oh, God bless you. I might call this the Snake Eater's Ladder. Oh, thank the Emperor. Right, okay. I might... Well, I'll tweak around with this particular setting, but we can... We can kind of... Oh, yeah, well, fuck it, we'll just... Oh, really? Of course. Well, it wouldn't be a fuck-up if it wasn't Mr. Jaeger. Right, so what is going on? I'm guessing what's happened is the power supply has finally given the ghost up. So that's there, that's there. Who has died? Is it a lack of fuel? Yes, there is no fuel for you, and there is no fuel for you. Right, that's fine. That is to be expected. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we have any more fuel being produced? Biomass, no. How are we diddling with that? 60 per minute, no. Oh, we've run out. Okay, that's something we have to think about. Right, okay, that's fine. Right, so you, we're going to replace. And we're also going to replace all the other bits of fuel, just so that everything can kind of start from a ground up. So, now obviously, no guarantees. I think there's some things that are surviving in terms of fuel, but... 17. So, we're going to have to be careful, obviously. Power on. There we go. Okay, so we're probably going to have to go on a bit of a spree with a chainsaw so we can get the right amount of stuff. Then again, we probably also need to continue construct... Well, right, so let's have a look, see what do we need to do. I'm kind of reframing as well as refreshing. So we will need to build some smart plates, and we will need to start looking into constructing assemblers and whatnot. I do still kind of want to have the bog standard stuff being constructed down below, and the larger stuff being constructed, like the more advanced stuff being constructed in other regards. But I am also aware that there is a limit to what we can do in what time frame we have left. So let's quickly sort you out. Let's see. Grab you, put you there, put the rotors there. I think we also cheesed slightly with some of the materials that we were using to construct stuff. We definitely need to get phase 1 completed, which is then of course only going to be the smart plates. Now in terms of smart plates, trying to remember, we need to construct an assembler. I'll build one as a reference guide. Fucking course. Wait, we need rotors? Oh yeah, we need motors. Okay. Rotors or motors? There are rotors. I think we've got them. Yes, I just put them in there. Okay. Because we need rotors and some kind of thing to make the smart thing. I know, my English is incredible. Right, let me have a look-see. We can have fancy fireworks. Wonderful. Right, so we can first of all get the 3 alternate stitched iron plate, which in a sense, while it does require more steel, iron, it is vastly more useful than, for example, the iron plate. Because, for example, I need copper just to make the wire, and then the wire just needs to come to the iron, and then just the iron plate. So all I need to do is basically admittedly, it's going to take in this kind of setup, it's going to be a bit more of a ball ache because obviously I need to build an iron production facility nearby. I just realized the problem is the more I think about trying to create a centralized hub, the more issues that come into the way that makes it easier just to go, well, surely I can just pair those off together and do that. And it just... Anyway, regardless, we need to think about smart plating. Right, so we need rotors and smart plating. And if I'm not mistaken, we've just gotten the ability to make a fuckload more Iron ingot. 20 screw. What's wrong with you? Right. Where's your thingy? There's your thingy. Right, you can make screws now. And we'll get you a big fuckload of screws. Because you can now just make a shitload of screws. Car screws. Yeah, I love it. That is extremely useful. So, Derek, fuck off, honestly. Actually, no, you're fine. Derek's fine. Derek's okay. We're not going to have a go at Derek. Derek just doesn't know what he's doing. That's okay. Right, I think I will do this. And quickly do a cheesy. And then we'll get the architecture going. A ladder. I think I will put the ladder in, like, the number 6 spot. Because I think the ladder is definitely going to be important for what we need. Right. And then if we need to call that Snake Eater Pass or a Snake Eater ladders, or we'll come up with a particular name that will allow us to get what we need to from here. So, there you go. But anyway, so the plan for today, as said, is we're going to try and see if we can fix the issue of... We're going to try and see if we can fix the issue of getting the coal production sorted. But right now we need to probably go on a massive biomass collection, so that way we can ensure the survival of the powers. Right, we're going to have to just get... right, I'm just thinking... Keep pressing tab to craft. You can tell I've been playing Factorio lately. Right, we'll put this stuff here and just call it the shit I need to dump at the... Oh, no, that's not angled. Right, so you. And I'm just going to use 1. I want to try and maximize my biomass gains as much as possible. So we are now completely devoid of stuff. Is there anything I can do to increase my carrying capacity? Oh, that would be so... Oh, wait, hang on. I can. Yes, I fucking can. Right, okay. Biomass. Where is the thingy? Right, give me some... Right, I think we should have enough cable. I think. No, we need more cable. That's fine. We can grab cable. We can definitely grab cable. I do kind of wish we could set our own custom limits on how many items per stack. Now, I know that you could say, well, that could mean it's cheating because you can blah, 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 blah. But I'm thinking, like, dude, let me have at least some elements of... Right, so 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Right. Good thing I thought about that. That's an additional 6 slots of biomass, which we can turn into vastly useful clumps of food for the biomass machines. We're going to be running on a lot more biomass, and we're going to be making a lot more demands. Is there any numbers I've missed? I could possibly have found some numbers, but I can't say that I think I found everything. He says. Optimism. Yeah, because we've done that, There's a few things here and there that have been beneficial. We've got the 1... No, I think we found everything. Alright, cool. Ma'am, yes. Alien organisms, pocket dimension, yes.
Pocket dimension has been inflated.
That is very good to hear. Caterium, apart from research, there's nothing of note, is there? Not especially. Which is a shame. Right, let me have a look-see. Quartz. Silica, 200 packs. I'm gonna slightly cheese again, but if we can get 12 slots, that's 12 slots for the gods. Just think about it. Yes, 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 yes. Parts. Silica, silica, silica. Bingo. How many do I get? Is it just like a pack of 100? Oh, great. We only need to add one. And I can immediately take advantage of that. The thing is, if we go on a massive biomass spree, then I can immediately... was it Caterium? No, quartz. That's it. Research. Fantastic. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. All those options. Fantastic. Right. Now the question is, where do we what area do we deprive of biomass? Well, apart from the areas local to us, of course. We will not have bushes here. We'll grab as much as we can, whilst also chopping off all the trees. I like how the frickin'... There we go. We will dump as... Oh, balls, I just realised I got the fucking... Well, good thing we found it out early. Right. Sort. No, 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 no. Oh, yeah, 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 we need that. No. Yes. Move that away. Perfect. Right. Good. So, we will clear off all the biomass in this region to try and get as much as we can. I mean, also we can technically use the... We can also use the... We could also use the corpses. Well, we can use the protein, or we can use the carcasses to now create... I think we've got all the things we need for research. I don't think we need to go... I don't know, maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'll quickly dump off this stuff so we can have, again, a fresh stack. Right, you know what? I think because we're going to be making our way towards this sector, I'm going to clear this sector. Or do we want to use... No, it's not going to preserve the area for trains. Fucking what you want about. Actually, here might be good. Get rid of all the trees and shit. So, yes. Gonna get as much as we can. And also, we're apparently getting rid of some rocks as well, which is even more awesome. Kind of wish you could. I wouldn't mind a mod that allows us to set the clear region for chainsaws, because I'd make it about 20 meters rather than less than 5. Seems a bit cheesy, but when you've done this a few times before, it just becomes tedious having to repeat the same process eon levels of times in comparison to rather than, you know, other reasons. Oh, that's hardly worth it. There you go. That's in case we encounter any hazards. Right. Dump. Dump. Rejig. Perfect. Anyway. Right, so we're going to clear off all these, like, little bits and bobs all about. And then that way we can get as much biomass as possible. We get the supplies for stuff. Yeah, the thing is, right, I think we should be given a pickaxe. Like, for a future update, a pickaxe tool to remove troublesome rocks, I think would be a good idea. And again, the ability to, you know, get rid of those fucking piss smoke rocks as well would be nice. Just saying, that would be a useful thing. Because if there is a sound effect for getting rid of the rocks, then there should be a tool to help us get rid of the rocks. Yes, Derek, we're well aware. Right, there we go. Okay. Plus, also, then I don't have to constantly hear the sound effect of the fucking bushes riveting. Riveting. Yes. Words of the day. Riveting. Then we don't have to listen to the sound effects of the accursed bushes rustling because of some unknown enemy that, after the 700th time of you listening to it, it kind of is a bit tedious. Like, don't get me wrong. The first few times, oh boy, is it is terrifying. Because when you encounter the bugs for the first, the proper bugs, you're like, what the hell is that thing? And because it's moving really fast, it has that perfect combination of just terror-inducing reactions. Which, again, brilliant start to this. But then, when you see right now, there's a whole bunch of fucking rustling things right in front of me. And it's like, at no point does anything happen. It is a literal intimidation tactic that fails to intimidate. So rather than subject the player to that, I will, well, rather than submit myself to such things, I'm just going to be like, yeah, no. Right. We're going to just fill up the inventory of this particular move. We're going to fill up the inventory of this character. Rid of you. Oh. Rid of you. You. Fucking limestone. And we're just going to keep getting rid of biomass until... Well, we're going to keep getting biomass until we're more or less full. Then we should be able to last another while. So, bearing in mind, I think this is the second biomass run we've done so far. And I think once we've done this, we may not need to worry about biomass gathering until easily... well, to be fair, once we've gotten this, I think the only biomass gathering we're going to need is possibly... I don't know, actually. It doesn't really seem like there's going to be much of a point to it. Perfect. Right, get rid of, rejig. There you go. I suppose the nice thing is, because we're getting rid of the limestone and the other jazz, there is going to be some areas that are now going to be clear of rocks and shit. But yes, get in. But still, let us get rid of them. Don't just make it. Let's do it by a proxy. Oh, it's a spitter. Ow. Come on. You don't shoot me and expect to get away with it. Right. I'm gonna... Right, 1, 2. Spitter be around. I will say the oh, hello.
Your contract legally compels you to harvest this artifact.
Ow. Right. Bingo. Do 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 do. Huh. Huh. I'll take that. Right, let me have a look, see. So if we can clear this area out, we might be able to turn this into a route that the trucks take. At least that's the plan. Because obviously, when it comes to traveling around and stuff like that, we are going to try and probably see if we can get some form of Yee. Right. Come on. Right, okay, that's that. Coming along nicely. Nicely. Okay, so, there we go. Ooh, hello.
Oh, thank you very much.
The fucking animals are like, we saw you pick up that slug, you son of a bitch! Right. Okay, so, we're getting through. I'll probably adjust the audio of my microphone so it's not super loud, because I'm fearing that I'm making too much noise and that's causing problems. So I'm going to change the properties. Reduce it by like maybe 10. That might make the difference. I'm still in the process of recovering the amount of stuff. If you let me know how the stream's going as well, obviously. Because I'm having a beautiful smooth 60 frames per second here, but obviously that can really fucking make the difference. Right, here's gone. Right, what are you? Impure copper. See, yeah, there's so many impure nodes here, it's kind of hard. It's hardly worth mining. Right, just want to see. Right, is there any more of them? Because there's normally 2. Ooh, Caterium. No. Be good. We're not here for Caterium. Yeah, we go up towards here, so that's fine. I think that should be okay. Yeah, we'll need to probably put that back, but then we can just replace that as well, so... No, so basically, I think what we'll do here is we'll just keep farming resources here. I mean, the good news is once we get all this stuff back to base, that should last us for... Okay. Right. Is that sulfur? Wouldn't be such a bad thing to get that, because then we can get explosives early on, and then we can start getting rid of those fucking plant bugs, which obviously are a bit of a pain in the ass. It's one of those things which is like I have to be careful not to get distracted too much, because that's a very easy thing to get done. You can easily find yourself doing completely stupid or random things because you're like, oh yeah, something just come up. No, so the priority is to get as much biopower. I wondered where you were, you stupid little bastard. I was going to say, well played, sir. You have... And I apparently have attracted the attention of another. Where is he? Move that back. Hello. Keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. Oh no, you died. Right, so keep this going and then we should be fine. Once we get this sorted, I think that will be... Yeah, well, we get that... Sorry, I'm rambling and gaming at the same time, but when I'm trying to focus on certain things, I'm going to be like, maybe... I don't want to say I don't want to be too quiet, because obviously dead silence is not something you want to have in a live stream. Or silence of any... Well, silence of any major length, because obviously... Just watching someone do something is a bit dull. Well, in complete silence. Oh, for fuck's sake. You see what I mean? Like, I can't really talk and game at the same time. That is a skill that you honestly don't think is something you would need to practice with. Like you think, oh yeah, I can talk to my friends and play at the same time. I'm like, yeah, sure, do that to your friends. You can talk because there's no pressure. But when you're live streaming, there's a difference. Because you're not just talking to yourself or you're talking to your friends, you're talking to a larger audience, people who are trying to gain information out of you, trying to figure out if you're playing a strategy that they've not heard about before, depending on the game that you're playing. Or they're just looking, or they're just wanting to like have a genuine question to be answered, and you're like, you have to momentarily look at the screen and go, right, what do you mean by this particular question? So credit goes out to anyone who can easily do that or has spent the time to be able to do that, because I know I can't. I'm shit at talking and playing at the same time. Like, as you can see, I'm rambling. Unless I'm actively focusing on talking, which is what I am doing right now. If I start sort of mumbling like I did earlier... Fuck you! Come on, douchebag. Whee! Isn't it wonderful? Right. I do believe if you are determined enough, you can probably drive the entirety of the planet, well, the local environmental animals to extinction. Oh, enjoy the trip, douchebag! Bye-bye. Right, anyway. So, it's very... So, credits where credit is due. The guys who can do this for a job, like commentary during a job, or like for the live streamers who've been doing this for a while, it's either that's just something that you just naturally develop, or you genuinely have to spend a shitload of time practicing that thing. So, kudos to both. Wait, did I just toss away limestone? I did toss away limestone. Good. That's a large amount of biomass we got ourselves there. There's always room for more. Because biomass, we love biomass. Right, we're also coming up to the other coal reserve, which is what... Hello, I'm here to take your coal. One day I will return with lots of weapons. I mean, we can turn the... Oh, okay, never mind, baby. They want to go. I mean, the thing is...
Harvest.
Make that thing above. Right, let's do this thing, and then they do the thing, and then let's do the other thing, so I don't have to listen to that fucking voice. Grr. Grr. Game. Come on. Come on. Game, I know you're just doing this to piss me off, but please, I don't want to have to listen to the fucking voice!
Relaying message. Hello,
Relaying.
this is Patrol Figure. I have taken ill and need your help to find a cure. Doctors say that the only remedy is alien artifacts.
Now die. And to you, sir, I say... Right. At least I've got the Xenoblades. Xenoblades? Blade Runners. I keep calling them the Xenoblades, and no, that's the Xenobasher. Right. We're almost full on our biomass, which is going to go wonders. I imagine it's going to take not that long well, I imagine it's going to take quite a while to make all that biomass into solid fuel and whatnot. I'm probably going to start with I'm probably going to focus on converting the wood first. Okay. I'm going to need another cup of coffee. I'm going to focus on getting the wood done first, so that way then we can get the sort of... Where is this next one? Well, I'll grab the raw quartz. As much as I know I'm not supposed to, I will grab the quartz, because quartz is important. To be fair, fair, I wouldn't mind the voice thing being such a pain in the arse, were it not for the fact that there is absolutely no reason, like there's no use to the bloody stuff whatsoever, and it's like, come on, give us a goddamn use for this stuff before you increase the range of the damn grabble thing, because they're just, the reason why no one's grabbing it is because when you grab it, there's nothing you can do with it. I've already ranted it. I've ranted enough about that one particular thing, so I'm just going to leave it. Until there's a use.
I strongly advise you to harvest this specimen.
Right, let's quickly grab the specimen. Come on, come on, come on. Right, good. We've grabbed that. Toss that out. And now we can just focus on clearing the like we're supposed to. Get back here, come on. There you go. Come on, who's the douchebag? Hoo-ah! That's right. Turn around. Oh, that's wonderful. You decided to die relatively close to your friend. That's so considerate of you. That's like, you know, it's just, that's so heartwarming and enjoyable and happy and nom 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 nom. Right. Put that into there. Right, grab you, grab you, grab you. I really hate that thing. Whatever the hell that is. It's so disgusting. Like, whatever kind of creature it is, it's a disgusting creature. 100%. Like, it is on the you need to be extinct list. It's kind of, it's I wouldn't say it's on par with the, in terms of, like, actual threat, it's not actually that threatening, because obviously it does... Oh, there's a bird. Oh, wait! So is it the bird all this time? Brilliant timing. The bloody the bush was rustling, and as I finally cleared it, the bird was like, fuck, he found me! Yeah, so I'm gonna go with the concept that maybe I've got enough biomass, but maybe is not a word I'm used to. Keep going. I've definitely gone through a fair amount of my fuel. That's definitely gonna put us in good stead. Like, I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of yield this resource will be. Especially since now, alright, what wants to kill me? Oh, those things again. I feel like I can be cheeky. Well, I can't get that one in the distance, sadly, but I can do a few others. That is a lot of violence. We've gained a shitload. And bearing in mind, since we've now been able to gather, like, an additional 12 slots, this is going to be quite nice. There's absolutely nothing left. We're also going to need to find a quartz thing. I mean, to be fair, with regards to the quartz, that's going to be a bit of a bitch. To say, yeah, that's going to probably be the biggest bitch. What I'll do is I'll probably go on an expedition with some of the miners and use the miners to grab as much quartz as possible. Then we can turn it into the oscillators, which then can turn into the other thing, which allows us to build the explorer vehicle. And then we can finally have a vehicle to explore and not be trapped and suspended forever behind, which is, you know, a nice change of pace. But obviously, we're then going to have to rely on other means of, like... Well, hopefully by then we'll have sorted out the power supply and the coal problem. Because we're probably going to get trucks and shit next. Like, we're probably going to have trucks and stuff to, like, initially break out and explore with, perhaps. You know, so I can store the miners and as well as any spare amount of quartz crystals. But Right, so you go there. We have got a lot of biomass. Lots of biomass. And we've cleared the grasslands a bit, which is nice. It's a good starter for 10. Yeah. Perfect. Right, okay. Isn't it Been going for about 40 minutes now, which does not feel long. Kind of feels like we barely started. I guess we aren't being as efficient today. Damn those fuels. Right, we're almost full. We're almost there. We've got 4 more slots to fill up. And we're now just in the process of clearing up the terrain around the base, as well as a few other things, so we're almost there. We're almost there. Right, so you... Nope. Nope. We're just gonna have so much shit scattered around. God. 3 slots remaining. By this rate, we're going to be effectively... Nope. Nope. At the rate that we're going, we're going to be ending up needing to get some more fuel. Like, just replacing all the fuel for the other stuff. Ridiculous. Yeah, so... Yeah, so hopefully another... In terms of news for the channel, because I think we probably should talk a bit about that whilst we're doing this. So in terms of the channel, I'm definitely feeling like we're making some good gains for... Right, fuck off. Right, let me find some wood to cut. So yeah, in terms of like channel-wise, I've uploaded the first episode of stuff we've released. Well, I've uploaded the first episode of Hearts of Iron 4, and the first thing I've recorded in 2023, so I'm quite happy with that. So, and it's actually been quite successful. As videos go, it's definitely done well. So evidently my YouTube channel has decided to be locked into Hearts of Iron 4, which is a little bit of a shame. Right, we need to focus on bushes now. Grab. Right, grab. Bomb. I'm just like, bomb. Excuse me, bomb. No, so I'm hoping that once we've sort of gotten routes to do things on that kind of line, we can kind of enjoy other benefits. We can hopefully start getting into the swing of things with with other aspects to the channel. So, all in all, I would say we're doing pretty well. Obviously, there's no guarantee that the tranquility will last, but I'm optimistic. Right, that's our run. So that's, I want to say 10-20 minutes of exploring. Or exploring biomass farming. So yeah, well done. We're gonna swap the... Is that everything? No, we're gonna swap the recipe for wood. I'm gonna plonk all the wood in first. And I think I'm gonna take the opportunity to build an additional... Oh, I need to have the resources, don't I? Duh. Hey, buddy! He's like, oh, fuck. Right, yes. Grab some of you. And reject you. Take all. Oh. Excuse me. Need iron rod thingy. Right. 1, 2, and I will take you, and you, and you. Right. Oh. But I got the rod. Motherfucker. Alright, you. Copy you. Dunk. And... Oops. Dunk. No. There we go. There you go. We done good. It's actually so full that it's yeah. Jesus. So at least that's going to be building up, and then you're going to take your time, which then turns into that, which then turns into that. Yay! Do we have logistics Mark II? We do. No, Jaeger, don't be tempted. No, don't do it. Right. Oh, excuse me. I do apologize for yawning. Right. That's sorted. So those are now the 3 bits of resources. So that's going to last us for quite some time. It's unfortunately going to take a little bit of time. Oh, come on. It's only a little bit. I think for this one area, I'll allow some construction of some... Right, take all. I'll do some Mark II belts just to replace those ones, so we can. There we go. That's all we need. It doesn't matter how long it takes for these things to arrive. It's just the other things need to get there a little bit faster. And I think now that we finally get that, it's going to be more than enough. There you go. So that's going to fill up a little bit. That's then going to fill up. There we go. That's the perfect ratio. That is perfect. Not going to lie, that is genuinely perfect. Right. Now that we've sorted that out, we can now head on to fix it. Now we can actually focus on getting the stuff built. So I'm thinking... Well, we need to construct rotors, don't we? How does one construct rotors? Oh, God. Rods and that stuff. Okay. So... I'm gonna... I want to... I'm gonna use... Is it... Because what I might do is... We'll use the metal... Oh, fuck, that was close. We'll use the metal... Oh, wait, I didn't... I did dumb. Right, so metal plates, right. Okay, so metal plates. Actually, no, I'll keep this here for the sake of sanity. As well as... I'm sure some reason. Okay, we've got 2, 4, 6 of that. We need assemblers to build the rotors and then assemblers to do the thingies, that's fine. We've got metal plates going into yonder, and we've got an additional spare going. Well, we've got one going spare, that's fine. Oh! So, I'm thinking if we go... We'll use the impure mining nodes. Because those are two... Yeah, these 2 metal ones here. Yeah, the iron ore. They're impure, but if we can use the power shards, we can potentially increase the speed of those things, and so they go a bit further forward. Then we use this area, which I'll need to... I think what I'm going to need to do is expand the foundations a bit so we can start producing stuff. And then I think... Yeah, then we can kind of go into a bit of an overdrive here. I mean, I won't say I'm the most efficient when it comes to players, but I do... At least I try to have some kind of plan ahead for something. Right, okay. And then I'm going to try and... So the plan is I'm going to try and make as much foundations to cover what we need to. So grab some concrete, grab the grab the concrete. Run, jump. How is the fuel supply coming along? Because I may need to build an additional 3. We're actually okay. We can last a little bit longer without taking the piss. So no. I'll replace that. That. Lol. There we go. That way they last a little bit longer, and we get to clear the spaces. And I forgot to put the fucking thing back. God damn it! Clear you, and then head over here. Put you. No, it's fine. That's fine. There we go. That's fine. Right. Yup. Whee. So what we'll do here is we'll try and... That's not a lot of progress. I'm gonna try and make this work a little better. Get 2 constructors. In fact, reconstruct this whole segment a bit so we can get some actual progress made. It's not really optimal by any means, by any stretch of the imagination, but alright, and then you get the merger to come on through. And then you storage goes into here. Perfect. Right, so now that should hopefully split things. Yeah, that's... So with those 2 split, but doubling the production, we should be able to now get a decent amount of... yeah, that should, in theory, work. It's by no means perfect, but it will do the trick. And it will also give us, at least, when we come back to it, some more foundational stuff. Anyway, so what we'll do now is... We need to assemble... Alright, do I have everything I need? Yes, along with a large amount of limestone, apparently. So I will just quickly craft all the limestone so we can get myself another stash of stuff. How wonderful! Is the tube... Oh, get the fuck in there. Wondrous. Right, okay. So now we've done that, we can now head straight on into... I might have to rearrange how this particular setup is made. But we can also just take advantage of the stockpile we have to make some early gains. Right, so... The zoo bit Yeah, we're probably down. Yeah. Excuse me. Fucking hell. Gotta get my throat clear. Right. Progress onwards. We can continue to make the stuff. Cool. I'm seeing potential here already. Right. Right, okay. I'm thinking up to about here. We probably want to get a bit. Okay.
Harvest it.
Really? Again, reasons why I'm doing this. Well, you know the reasons by now.
You are so lucky that you found this most valuable artifact.
If I'm not mistaken, I've actually... Yeah, this is the...
Harvest. I strongly advise you to harvest this specimen.
Right. Yeah. So, this may be painful. Yeah, that was not the most intelligent of ideas, but, you know, any reason to eat this stuff? Right. Dump. Say that's sorted, and now we need to do is get a couple of miners right here, isn't it? I'd say that's the maximum. Yeah, this is the maximum, and then okay. I'm gonna need to make some just quickly construct it and then make some miners. So one tool, right? So. If I were to do something like this, makes more sense. That does, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, so now we go to this, which, by the by, I think I'll probably put a 2-power pole in there. Okay, now we need to probably get the smelter set up, so we've got 2 impures. But we're going to run them at like a 30 improv. So I'm thinking we're going to put these slightly further ahead. This whole shebang work. Get this conveyor splitter. And you do the same. Because then the Mark 1 belts will come up. Ooh, just brimley skims past. Nice. Right. And you. Right. So now that's that sorted. And I'm thinking we're probably going to need an additional Mark II power pole. Actually, what we'll do is what we've done before. Right. And then you connect to you, connect to you. You will connect to that. 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 Then I think we'll need 2 constructors per line, just specifically building only iron plates. Because effectively this is where all of our stitched iron plates will turn it, well, yeah. Oh, I'm a mumpet. Yeah, I'm like, oh, it's... Okay, right, so now that we've done that, these will, yeah, so now, yeah, that makes sense. So these will basically... So those will do that. So now you are just going to do nothing but iron. You're going to do nothing but iron. You're going to do nothing but iron. And you're going to do nothing but iron. You will then do nothing but iron plate. You will do nothing but iron plate. So we're going to make an absolute fuck ton of iron plate. And then we'll have a merger of the two arriving somewhat. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. Right. Those two come back into their own. These two come back into their own. And then finally, they are joined at the hip. In a weirdish kind of way. They're slightly... It's slight spaghetti, but it's not quite as atrocious spaghetti. And then this turns into kind of want an even Stevens kind of ground. Unless we go half and half. That might make more sense, actually. Maybe about here-ish. We get rid of these sections here. That works, yeah. Right. We then have two assemblers who then decide they want to produce... Yeah. We then have two assemblers. One tall. That. Would help if we had the stilts. Would definitely help. Right. I'm wondering if we can cheese this somewhat. I might just cheese this so we can get to the next phase. So... I'm thinking... Actually, no, that's going to make things confusing. I'll leave that for the time being, and then I will simply grab a fuck ton of what I might do is I might just, for the time being, just get the second phase done, so I can then get the stilts. We get the stilts, we can then make the things look, we can then make the platforming a bit more useful. And then we can also get that stuff sorted, so... right, give me an assembler. Right, so... we need... rotors, but I might just buy a whole bunch of those. So I need that. Right, okay, so... I have 500 out of that. And I need a shitload of iron plates. Actually, what we'll do is we'll make this work as best as we can. Right, assemblers. Bum bum ba-dum, bum bum. Right, niddle to that. Is that already a 7? Right, how are we diddling? Right, so we'll get 2 of the storage containers. Turn you into stitch plate. So dump all of that in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll grab like 1 stack of corn. And then that way we can then turn this into useful shit number 1. And then you need to be smart, plate. And I think what I'll do for the sake of sanity and my own brains is just kind of cheese by getting the tokens to come out. So grab 1, 600. Yeah, 300. Right, I don't know how many we're going to need to build. Oh, am I stuck? No, I'm not. Right. That's going to be making that admittedly at a slowish pace, but we've got plenty of time for those things to go into overdrive, so we've got plenty of that stuff being made. The rotor, we just need, so we just need a shitload of those rotor things, but 2 per minute, so that should be fine. Should being the optimistic word here. We'll hold back on this one, and then we'll do something along the lines of this, and this. So one of these is going to go there, one of these is going to go there. So I'm going to put all the rotors in here, and then maybe save the stack of 72. So that's going to be slowly but surely making its way into there. And then, fuck it, I'll grab some reinforced plates as well. 1, 2. So the last of our tickets is going to be spent on that. So we have no tickets, sadly. But we will have an early head start on phase 2. So, 1, 2. And then so then the other stuff on this side is just going to be producing the stuff that's going to do the fixer up. Wah! But then we'll get the phase 1 done. I'm just thinking, because the stupid factor here is I've got these, I need to go into phase 1 to be able, or phase 2, whichever, to be able to get the stilt things, which will allow me to condense items of note, which is really kind of irritating. So it's like, in order to actually make the progress we need, we have to do it that way, which, yeah, hardly what I would call the most, opportune design frame, but eh. And we've got the tickets and the ability to do so, so it's like, fuck it, we'll do it this way. How are we diddling? Okay, so he's run out of energy, but he's getting through that, that's all good. Right. So whilst that's going on with that, let's build some more power production. Son of a bitch. Na, 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 na. Whoop. I had 2 of those fucking miners spare all this time. Son of a bitch. Right, that's fine. And then a couple of these. Fantastic. Right, we'll head back upstairs, get the drones sorted. Actually, I can also do this now. Right, okay, that's sorted. This is building up nicely. We've now got all the machines and stuff capable of making. And the reinforced iron plates are coming through. All we need is like, what, 50? We already have 3. Good. I hope I have enough points. That's all I'm going to say. Right. 24 already, which is good. There's going to be a shitload of stuff coming out of there, which is wondrous. Right, perfect. That's sorted. Whoa. Right. How much are we diddling with that? Oh yeah. We've got enough biomass to the point we can even do this now. Nice. Right, logistics, conveyor belt, Mark 1. Whoop. There you go. That's now going to go into there, which then is going to go into there, which then means we're going to be able to give you all the necessary ingredients. How much is left of the wood, by the way? I'm assuming quite a fair amount. Yeah. Yeah, we're not going to need to worry about the supplies for quite some time. Right, speaking of which, let's get the power star sorted, shall we? An additional... Boy. Ah, belt, that's why. Right, let me see if we can get this. Ooh. Put another one in the center. Whatever. Kick some fucking ass. Boop. Right, there we go. Additionals have now been constructed. We can now go get some more biomass from our wondrous biomass collection. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll get a resupply up so we can get our much needed supplies. Right, so you done, you done, jump. So you top up to 100%, you top up to 100%, you top up to 100%, you 100% you, 100% you, 100%. And there you go. Okay, so that's now all 6 biomass generators. So that should cover all of the bases for... Right, rejig. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So that should cover all bases for... Noise. Right, so that should mean now that our... Yeah, 200 maximum. So we will be constructing additional items, but that will at least mean we can... that should now be biomass now sorted for a good chunk of the time, which is always more. Hello! Whatever the hell you are. He's like, oh shit! And we've got still so much left. So, shit. Maybe not. How are we diddling? 12! Oh, that's just fantastic. We totally needed that. Right, we are going to have to produce a lot more stuff. But we are at least in the next episode, we're on the second episode getting the thing sorted, so, you know, 6 of 1. How fast can we make this? I mean, stitched iron plate, it's 3 iron plates per minute. So... yeah, kinda not surprised, but kind of wishing we could have some faster production. I mean, we could get some batteries in this. We could try and speed up the production a little bit, because I'm using spare resources, so at least we can get through this a little faster. Right, let's get the speed production going up. Primarily, I just want to get the speed of the iron plates, speed of the smart plating up,
a little bit. So 1, 3 per minute. I want 6 per minute. Oh, 4 per... Wait, 4 per minute? 200. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, 5 per minute. So what's my generation now? 25.6 megawatts per second. Let me have a look. There's never a power thing when you need one, is there? Right. On the same network. Maximum constraints. Oh god. Consuming quite. Yeah, we're consuming quite a bit of electricity already. I might end up having to... I mean, I know I've already... Is that going to be interfering too much? Oh, tough titties. There we go. That should be enough for an additional couple of generators. Right. Right. Let's build some biomass burners. Right, let's go get some biomass set up. I mean, I know the assemblers are going to be chunking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, that's at least something. Right, you. Nonk. 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 Right. We've expanded the capacity now to 320. There we go. That should be more than appropriate. It sounds stupid, but it's like at least if we've got the power supply, we might as well use it. And now we've got 5 per minute. There we go. That's more like it. So yeah, I'd say I'm optimistic. I think I'm gonna be kind of cocky here and say I'm optimistic. 2 per minute. I'm gonna add 1, 2, 3. 14.6 a minute. Get in there, boys. Right, then this is going to now start producing. Yeah, we're already at 27, so I'm happy. I am genuinely happy. And then whatever's left of the resources of all of these rotors and everything, we can put this towards the next phase as well, which obviously if we get a shitload of these, we're going to need like, what, 500 of these as well? So, yeah, no. Definitely not a... We're not going to be able to cheese the second phase. Or will we? No, we're not going to cheese. We can't cheese the second phase. As much as I would love for it to... It's actually kind of perfect. As much as I would love to cheese, I cannot cheese. DNA points to our next cube. Okay, let's hypothetically... Well, we've killed enough of those things that there's not going to be a missing. Right. I'm going to see if we can get rid of the other items. Along with the circuit board. You know what? We're just going to get rid of some of this stuff because I want to see what happens. And I'm not going to regret this whatsoever. He said with hopes in his eyes and his heart sinking. It's so weird how the bird does that. So does this thing gain nutrients from photosynthesis? Yeah. Does this thing gain nutrient from photosynthesis? I'm guessing so. I mean, I'm no... I am by no means a bird-like nature person, but logic would dictate. Right, can I get rid of that stuff? Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, we can't... Right, we can't get rid of you, but everything else... Right, you, and you, and you, and you stopped? Oh wait, the hog remains can't be used. So we have to process the fuckers? Okay, apparently they don't just take remains, they have to take protein thingies. Kind of sucks, but okay, makes sense. We going in?
Yum.
Right, okay.
That makes sense.
Just seems a lot of busy work for not much gain. You know, but hey ho.
Excuse me.
Biomass. Well, the thing is, we don't need the biomass now. Right, so is that thing working or is that stuck? I do believe it's stuck. And it's because the superposition oscillator would apparently be... Superprism oscillator. It doesn't seem to like. Or if it did.
Sure, there's a reason.
Right, so what? It doesn't like quantum computers either. You're a very finicky thing, aren't you? At least I've earned a few more coupons, and I think I will have earned the same amount of coupons. So at least I would have been able to earn a decent amount of coupons, which allows me to purchase more shit from here.
We can even customize it now. Not bad. Oh, excuse me.
Some schematics for stuff, some more stuff, ficsit floors, which I'm quite looking forward towards. So all in all, we're making some good progress. And then you are just making even more stuff. You are 50! Get in there. Right, first phase.
Done. Lorden.
And send. Fantastic. Right. So, now that we've done that, we now need to go to the next phase, which is, of course, selecting tiers 3 and 4. The first thing we need to do is... we need to do coal power. Coal power is going to be the next thing that we're going to need to focus on. And then once I've done that, I can then get on to
vehicular transport. And then basic steel production. Oh god, it's really dark outside. Oh.
So, here we go. We might end up, to be fair, with the way that this is going, I might end up calling the episode a little bit shorter than usual. Just because it's like very, very dark outside and I do need to get on with some stuff, so hey ho. No, we'll see how things go. We'll see how things go. I mean, we've been only going for about an hour, so I said this particular stream is going to be shorter than the other one than originally it was planned to be. I was thinking on doing a longer stream, but a few things have kind of cropped up, which means we can't do as long a stream. So we're probably going to hit the maybe 2 hour mark. Right, so that's that doing that. And that's now producing all of those wonderful things again. Right, I'm trying to think what we can do. I think, actually, no, what we will do. Okay, so we need 500 smart plates. Fine, let's get rid of that. Now that's going to be a big drain on our power now fixed. Which, you know, 6 of one, half a dozen t'other. Better still, we can now proceed, hello, towards fixing up the other things. So we can make far more progress in our second episode. So third, coal power. We just need some cable. And then that fixes that problem. And then all we need to do for the next one is just dump. And then all we need to do is get... So coal power will be done. Then we can do the next one, which will be the vehicular transport. And then... And then we can start... I think what I might have to do also is rearrange the copper production facility a little bit. But that's all ready to go, so that will eventually turn into our main production facility for... Right, so... How are we diddling? 150? Nice! So we have a larger amount of that stuff, and a large amount of that stuff. So what I need to do now is just deposit shit. It's not too bad. And then we have a bulk supply of all the other stuff. So what's this? Plant steel, hyper 2s, ficsit blueprints. Ooh! It's that new blueprint thingy. My bobby jobby. That's kind of cool. So that's tier 4. Right, okay. There we go. That's the new... well, first of all, let's get coal power set up. So... 1, 2, 3... Launch!
Milestone reached. Coal is an improved alternative power source to biomass and can be fully automated if provided water with the new pipeline buildings and power throughout the initial setup.
Right.
Coal has been added to the resource scanner. Note: ensure the close proximity of water to the coal production line. Note: pumps will aid in vertical transport of fluids through pipes. Note: throughput and volume indicators are added to each pipe section automatically.
Right, so now we just need modular frame switch. Oh, would you look at that? Well, if I wouldn't know. Would appear we've got this all sorted, yes? Wonderful. And then we can build a tractor which can then contain some resources. We can drive over to the sector, grab all we need. We will probably need to grab a copper node and dedicate it. Like, we will need to dedicate some of the production now to... let's see. Yeah, we're going to need to probably think about grabbing another node, if there is another node. Copper. There's one here. 300 meters away. No, 500 meters away. You're going to kind of get overworked, I'm afraid. But at the moment, you're not really doing anything. So, one doth beg the question. Well, we will need to rejig this. What if... I have an idea. This could kind of work in a good way. Could. I'm not saying it will. Could. Right. Let's get rid of you. Right. First of all, how many nodes do I have of copper? Just one. Well, shit. Right. First thing we're gonna do is get a couple smelters set up. So what we'll do is so yeah, what's gonna happen then is we'll get two. Yeah, we'll get 2 more smelters,
2 more maybe? Or 3? We'll see, we'll see. I'm going to go with 2 to start with, and put a third one there just in case. Right, grab that. Copper, copper, copper. And then dunk, dunk. This then turns into another splitter. Yeah, this goes into that, which then... Oh, hang on. Bad idea. Yeah, this then turns into you. Yeah, then you guys... Right. You turn into... I think I know what we can do with you. Might as well salvage the resources where we can. I think what we'll do with you is we'll... Like, I want to see some... I want to try and see if I can, like, allow for a native construction of the smart plates. Or this one. Well, the smart plates would be nice, but I think what I want to try and do is allow for not only the ability for us to make the smart plates, the stitched plates, but also... Get in. Stackable conveyor pole. That's what I wanted to see. Right. Okay, so you become... Right, assembler will then go to here. And you need... It is just... Yeah, so... Wire. Right, so then you... Right. All 3 of you can hook this one. Right. Right. You become... the assembler, which I think I'm going to turn into 2. 2 assemblers. It's going to be kind of interesting how we do this, to see how we do this, because obviously what I might do is I might extend the... I might do something a little bit more kooky. Get the 2 constructors. There's not a lot of room here. I don't make it easy on myself, do I? If I can jump for a second, eh? Right, you go to there. You're fine going there, but we need you to slightly go further back. How do I do this? How do I do this? It's just not enough room, is there? You know what if I get rid of this? And just have the two... This gives me more than enough room to build the constructors. He says, as he fails to build the constructors with enough room. Right. Something like this, maybe. Fuck's sake. Move to about here-ish. Right. The 6, and I'll make the architecture 7. So I'm just thinking, what we'll do here is we'll have you kind of take priority a little bit. You can kind of duck and weave your way through. Right, you go down there. You go down. Right. Wire. Now what I need to figure out is how to make this accursed thing work. So it's not so difficult for me to... Oh, did he do it? He fucking did it. Get in there. I am the king of spaghetti. And as humble as a fucking pie. Right. Okay, so now comes the fun part for this section. Right. So now that we've got this section all kind of built out, we can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Logistics man comes through. We get the splitters set up. Actually, we don't need. We need the 5. This goes to here. This then deviates a little. Go into under. And then you go into here. And then voila. And then all we need to do now is just come up with the means to produce this shit. So you go to here. Go to here. You will kind of stretch a little bit. It's a bit of a sharp turn, but then both of you can then make the stitched plate. And this is where we need to have the other mob set up. Perfect. And then comes the fun part of figuring out how we get from here to the other side. But for the time being, I'm going to just have, like with all things, a huge set of storage containers. Merging in between the two. Right. Boom! There you go. Right, so now the next thing we'll need to do is build a storage container for the rather dull version of events, which will be... Actually, we'll probably do production first. Right, you, get the fuck over there. You, get the copper sheets. And then we do the thing with the... Yeah. We do the thing with the thingamabob, yeah. Thing with the thingamabob that does the job. Bob's your uncle. Right. So we need you. No, we need... Oh yeah, no, we do need that, don't we? We need a copper ingot, so yes. And you, we turn into you. So we get an initial burst supply. You are also wire. And you, and then we turn you into you, and then get in there. And then... Yeah. It's a little bit spaghetti, but to be honest with you, it's kind of something that I really like about that. You know, I like this kind of thing. Right. So I'm thinking that should be everything, if I'm not mistaken. Right. I will now maintain the connection between the two. So that means they're all on... So that everything here should, in theory, be one continuous cycle. And we won't end up jump kicking the system. Right. This is currently used. 20. Right. Bob's your uncle. Now seen a massive uptick in requirements. That stuff is going to start pumping out like Billy Ho. Right. So that's going to back up, which is going to give us a nice bulk production. These are going to start going absolutely mental, because I think I've... Did I hoof them off? Did I hoof them? Yeah, quite. Right, 30... 60 a minute. That's now going to produce far more, which then means we're going to be able to produce higher rate quality. That's going to start really impacting our supply on power. But that's what I want to see. That builds up from that. These metals now make up into yonder. Then that goes into that, which then goes into here, which then goes into here, and then eventually goes into here. And then, of course, the power would really fucking help if we connected these things, wouldn't it? Just a smidge, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would be so useful. Right, so now that we do this, we can then get this production facility set up, and then all we need to do is get that going, and then Bob's your uncle, we're in the clip. And then our initial production of... That's in a perfect ratio as well, which is wonderful. At the moment, at least. And then, yeah, that kind of fixes a few things. Obviously, it could be a problem for the future, but we're getting plates in now, so slowly but surely it's going to back up, which is a good thing. Yeah, there we go. So in a sense, what we'll need to do is have this stuff basically be the Mark II, which, how much do I have? This could probably turn into Mark II. We could probably Mark II this belt a little bit. There we go. There we go. Get in there. Perfect. And then that now opens up into that, which then opens up into that. And yeah, it's a nice little bulk startup. Perfect. And now we're producing more than enough what we need, which then turns into this, which then turns into this. The first production of our plates come through. Despite this coming out later. GG. Taking your time, eh? Right, that's going to be our Mark IIs. And then now that can become more or less a reliable source of... Right. Right.
How is it diddling? Struggling?
No. Well, now that we're in a position to make more logistics belts, I think I can take a slight piss. Give this one a little bit more of a boost. Which then increases the... There we go. And then, boom! All in all, a rather successful project. Right, now that we've got that sorted, we can now look towards getting... Right, that's them all done and sorted. Lovely. Now I have to quickly navigate some stuff that won't go out. Put that there. Right, how are we diddling over yonder? Still going. Wondrous. I am very happy to see this. 24. How much is left? Much. But that's fine for all the things we need. And then whatever else is in here, we'll just pop that in there. So that's 17 out of 500. Only 483 to go. Yeah. And then... Oh, that's wondrous. That's so much. That is genuinely quite wondrous news there. Because that's going to mean that we're going to be able to produce a shitload of Mark IIs, which then means we can increase our speeds tenfold in terms of like supplies and whatnot. How are we diddling? Oh god. Are we still rolling with wood? Wood is now finally starting to come down a bit, which is a bit scary. But we do need to now grab some emergency supplies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right, let's see what we can do. Because we will need to top this up. So grab that. Hop over to the far side where the producers of all the electricity are. Yeah, I thought as much. It's not as low as I feared it would be, but it's definitely lower than I would hope, which is always a bad sign. I mean, on the good side, if there's any good news to be had from it, is it means that, you know, at least it's not like we're hitting the 104s or 105s, but it does mean we have to be a little bit more careful in future plannings, because obviously I can't just run off willy-nilly and assume that everything will be fine. So, no. Sort. No. Sort. And then that's going to go back up to yonder, which then will turn into that. Yeah, not the best of moments. I'll upgrade this and get the Mark II on that. And be able to produce a bunch of other things. So at least now we get to speed things along. I may fear I have to make another. I may have to make a third. Yeah, probably gonna have to make a third. But the good news is, once I've gotten this stuff resolved, or like once I've gotten all I need out of those particular resources, I can then immediately. Right. Yeah, that was the wrong way around. Right. Okay. So we want to go there, and then logistics. Get the conveyor belt. Boom. Yep. Joys. Right, anyway. We now finally can start looking towards getting coal, which is going to be expensive. But at least we've got all we need for these things, so I will grab all of that, because holy shit do we need that. Only downside is we're going to need a lot more motors. I could use the tickets. Go. Yes! Print off the coupons. Bring on the coupons! Right. And I will grab some rotors. How many rotors do I need per coal generator? I might have enough rotors, to be honest with you. Like, I want to construct... I want to say... Yeah, 8, let's say. Build. There's my to-do list. Doesn't show. Huh. It doesn't actually show my to-do list. I'm a little bit miffed. Like, I wanted to have the to-do list so I could see what resources I'd need to have, but I guess I'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way. Wait, we're not taking that? Another bloody thing we have to... Right. Let's go and get that stuff sorted, shall we? So I am going to buy... I want to say... 6. 200 more should be fine. Oh, yes. Don't we need to do the whole truck thing? Yes. Right, 1, 2, 3, yeah, and then that. Launch! Yeah, so that's what we
Milestone reached. Long-range transportation, as well as the construction of outposts, is now encouraged.
Transport!
Vehicle stations have built-in functionality to refuel and restock or collect parts.
Right. We're gonna quickly grab one. We're quickly gonna build one of these tractors. We're gonna set one up by the base and use the resources from that. Right. So how many? So we've got 1, 2, 3. So about the same as we had before. I'm gonna. And we only need 10, don't we? So I'm gonna be a little. I will do an additional 6, so we can get like that much. So it's we have spent a large amount of points on stuff that we may not need. So. A little bit of a risk, but I'm willing to take it. I'll also grab some copper sheets. I'm going to probably grab 1, 2 of them, so 4. So that gives us an initial starter up. That. Question, what else do we need to make the... So if I wanted to make a pump, so we need just lots of copper, pretty much. Water extractor. I'm thinking we needed like 2, so we're probably going to need like... I'm probably going to buy an additional 200, so we have 600. Right, 600 copper thingies, which is not too bad. We also have our supply of... We also have our supply of this stuff, which admittedly I've only just started, but how we dealing with our cables? Do with some more cable. 1, 2, and doesn't look like we've got much concrete left. So rather than risk losing out, how are you diddling? Oh, you've already got 122. That's not bad. I think I'm at the stage now where I can probably. Right, I'm going to put one of yous in here. I'm also going to put the other of yous in here. Perfect. Ah, we don't have a spare one for making spares. Yeah. My grab one. just in case. Shit, this is going to be a problem. Well, actually, no, not really, because what we could do here is something like this, where we get a splitter once again. I think I love you more than the Japanese love tentacle porn, and we should dance, 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 dance to the stereotypes. Let's come together and live in this world like a unibrow on an Indian girl, and we should dance, 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 dance to the stereotypes. Right, we'll pop this one to the right here, and then you can turn into cable again. We'll use the organization to open up that, and then you get there. Voila, problem solved. Oh, except for the fact that you don't have power. But, you know, apart from that, voila, problem solved. Right, so that's kind of mediated a bit of our plan issue, but then at least now you can kind of produce stuff, which is nice. There we go, perfect. And then that means now you can kind of relax about that, which is good, which is always a good thing. So now what we're going to do is we're going to quickly nip down to... So how much more resources do I have? Well, I can obviously put some of this stuff away because I don't need, for example... Yeah, I don't need all of the other stuff. So modular frames we don't need. We don't need... Yeah, I don't need that. Don't need that. Should be fine. Phase 2. Has that thing come back yet? Oh, it has. God damn. It's already taken that long. Right. I'm going to quickly see what we can do about... Because we've got that sorted. So I don't need... Yeah. So now all we need to do is grab... I've got some metal. I've got a fair amount of metal plates. So we've got that. So all we need is just the concrete. So go grab the concrete, come back with the concrete, make the platforms that we need to make to build the platforms, and then what I might do is I might just get the pre-foundations set up, and that should wrap things up for this stream, because I will need to probably go grab some shopping. See that? Oh, hello. Right, so does the tractor contain... Yes, it does. And apparently has a workbench, which I was not aware of. Right, pop that in there. You'll get the tractor set up. Perfect. Eventually it will run on coal. Right. How we doing with the power? 180. Right, we're gonna... be fine. Right. Pop all those back down from there. Quickly top up the generators so we've got all the power we need. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then just top up the generators so we can be all sorted. And then that way then we can just get started with the next phase. How much is left of you? Not a lot. Right, so boom. Make our way over to the far side, get to the base over yonder. Be like, boom, be like, boom. And then rejig, resort, grab one, grab all of the iron plates. And that should be that. I don't see any other thing. Right, now let's go quickly once more over yonder. And grab those copper and get those plates going. While I think we probably have more than enough resources to start the project off, I would definitely feel an additional amount of resources to... There you go. To get prepared is... you know, better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Because I've had it plenty of times. Oh, there's the phone going off. I've had plenty of times go where I've needed the stuff and we've not been able to have it to hand. So at least I'm in preparation for that. And more importantly now, we'll need to try and take care of... I mean, Christian, do we have the Xenobashers? We do have the ability to improve melee combat. Ooh, that's a tempting target. And that additional hand slot may be useful.
Select that milestone. Shit.
God damn it. I could get the Xenobasher, that's the thing, isn't it? The Xenobasher is going to be very useful for self-defense, but I don't have enough of the other stuff. You... Nope. How about you? You're good. Yeah, you. But you don't have enough in you, motherfucker. Oh! I keep delaying, but it's like the Xenobasher plus extra hand slot and body slot. It's like more additional inventory slots, which is useful. Right, how close are we? How close are we? Oh, fucking hell, that's just typical. Just fucking typical. Right. We will do something. How much do you have? How much? You have enough? I'm gonna do it. Right. I'm gonna do it. Right, fuck it. We're doing it. Never said I was amazing at this game, but at this point... I mean, bearing in mind, this is the second episode of our series, and we're able now to catch up rather quickly. So, I am most certainly happy to, like, get this shit working. And then, once we've gotten the wire for this done, I can then craft the Xenobasher, we have better defenses, we then be able to kill shit, and also I can deal with, well, admittedly we don't have the bolter, then that'll probably be something for the next episode to deal with. We can at least sort of go, Jose, eat this motherfucker. Which, you know, better that than nothing. Oh, good lord. Tired. Alright, we're almost done. Get this next sort of stack done and then we'll be wrapping things up. So no, I mean, so far today I'd say we've done pretty well. Not as productive as our last episode, though to be fair we did set up a pretty solid benchmark for that. But I would also say that we have been relatively well productive. I mean, we've completed phase 1 already. We've completed a number of milestones inside phase 3. So, I mean, I think we've almost finished phase 3. We've got our own truck. We've got the smart plate. We've got production on stitched plates roaring quite nicely. Once I start actually focusing on making the rotors to then make the smart plate to then make the other shit, then we can start taking other things a bit more serious. So I think we've made a lot more progress in this series than previously believed. Right. Grab that. Launch!
Milestone reached. R&D inflated your pocket dimension, added an additional hand equipment slot, and have provided an improved Xeno Zapper with increased strength and range.
Right, Xeno Zapper smashed. I think I got modular frames. I'll tell you what, these modular frames have gone the fucking distance, that's for sure. No! I have... Oh, wait, I've got them. I have the Xenobasher. Yes, I can make one. But I haven't got enough fucking... Oh! Son of a bitch. That's a Gorlin. That's a Gorlin. Okay, but seriously, on a positive note, we've almost completed phase 3 of that. We just need to complete this thing, which is fine. We can get a foundry now, which will be cool. Then we go to the advanced steel production, which allows us to make this. And then we can build the logistics Mark 3, which is K. Which, more importantly, there's a few extra thingamabobs, but then, you know, we get to complete the different phases, so there's some benefits to everything. So, I'd say we've been making some pretty solid progress in this department. I just, unfortunately, wish... Right, do we have enough... we kind of do and we kind of don't. Yeah, we can't quite replace the... Hurry up for the love of God. Nope. Do we have any tickets left? I'm not in the mood. I'm just like, fuck it. I'll buy basic shit so we can build what we need. Right, do we have tickets left? Yes, we do. Fantastic. Right, okay. We'll grab this and we'll have some spares, so... Dum-da-da-dum-da-da-dum-da-da-dum-da-dum-dum. Right, 1, 2. There we go. 1,000. There we go. That'll be enough. Right. It's kind of cool that it does that. Right, anyway. Building. And done. Right, fantastic. We've now got ourselves a Xenobasher, which will allow us the ability to survive and deal rather well with that question. Bolter. What do we need for that? Structural analysis, which we've got. Oh, praise the Golden Throne. I can do that. Oh, we're doing so well. Yep. Oh. Bolter! And I can make one as well. Get in. Fucking love this. Right. Bolter on my right hand. Xenobasher on my left. And here am I stuck with the most beautiful set. I'm sorted. There you go. There you see? Second episode. Fucking second episode. And we've already got the Bolter. Ow. Shit. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Now we've done some pretty fucking good things. So. Right, Xenobasher. Right, Xenobasher. I'm gonna grab one more of these things. I'm not gonna go too crazy with the ammunition supply. Knife. And the Bolter. The Bolter is beautiful. I know they call it the rebar gun, but it is, in my eyes, it's the Bolter. Bolt gun, whatever you want to call it. Well, I call it the bolt gun. I call it the Bolter just because it's the fastest terminology for such a thing. Right, and now we can... Oh, I need to go to here, don't I? Yes, right. So, I think it takes about, what, 100 in ammo, if I'm not mistaken? So if we take about an hour, we think, yes, take an hour to craft all this stuff. Yes, an hour! Yeah! We're just gonna make enough ammunition for like 200 rounds. We do that, then I can kind of relax easy, because then I can kind of go, I can go on a large expedition and have like enough ammunition to last willy-nilly. So yeah, it is 200 stack, which is fine. So... That's more than fine. I have a lot of rotors, but then we're going to be spending a large amount of resources building shit, so, you know, I can't exactly blame the game for doing this particular mindset. I'll grab as much concrete as well so we can extend this particular... 250 rounds? I think 250 rounds so we can get rid of a stack. we go. Right, 250 rounds. Here we go. Right, you and... Will we need... I don't... Actually, no, we will need you. I don't think we'll need you. Actually, no, we probably will need you. What will we not need? I don't think so. I think that's everything we need. Right, okay. And then, yeah, that'll be fine. Cool. Right. Doing a tractor. This is kind of slow. I think I'm fast running. And whoop. We're about the same speed. No, actually, yeah, the tractor was faster. I'm sorry, tractor. I lacked faith. Please, let me love you. You were consistent speed running up a hill. I should not have doubted you. Oh yeah, you're faster. Right, so what we're going to do is we're basically going to drive this down towards the... we're going to drive this down towards the coal sector. Build up a large reserve... Oh, nice. Build up a large reserve of foundation. And then... depending on how quickly it takes us to do that. Vehicle health is probably going to get shot for this, but let's just save. Cannonball! Oh god. You have really good traction! Oh! That was close. You see how much health I've got left? God damn. I'm kind of surprised that the vehicle didn't take any damage, and I'm surprised I wasn't knocked off, but I am grateful that the game decided it was going to be a nice one to me. Right, cool. We've arrived at our destination. We're going to set up a base of operations. Weep and fear, terrain, for you have met your maker. Right, I'm going to start and... Ooh. Grab and then dump immediately. I do not need that right now. Right. Right. That way. So hopefully this should mitigate all of the natural rocks. I'm just chilling here at the moment. And more importantly, it does give us the runoff we need. Sadly, sadly, of course, the pumps are going to kind of struggle. I think they're slightly higher than it would be before. We can't extend super far into the lake because obviously we need the pumps. But it's nothing too bad. Hey, Derek, how you doing? Hope you're doing all right. So for anyone who may be wondering why I call this creature Derek, when I first started playing this game, I was completely blind to it. Like, I had never heard of Satisfactory before my first playthrough, and it was something that I saw a couple of trailers on, and I thought, you know what, that looks cool. So, you know, let's try it out. I've never played a game at that time. I'd never played a building game like that before, so it was all a new experience. And as a result, I had and I also didn't want to go into the, and when I first started seeing the strange creatures, I was like, I don't really want to go into any Wikipedias and look up the actual names, so I thought, oh, you know what, I'll just call them by various names. So, in reference to the Swan Princess, I called that thing Derek. It's supposed to be the suave, like, Git who saves the day sort of thing, but it's just like, no, that's Derek. I think the flyer, I for some reason struggle to remember the flyer's name, like the flying creature's name. I want to say it's Jake or Drake or something like that, or Jacob, but I can't quite remember. But Derek is a name that has stuck, and I just cannot seem to shake it, which is a good thing because I think it makes it all the more fun. Right. I think this last hurdle of stuff is probably going to be the maximum. We've done it, which is a wonderful thing. Right, now we have the coal generators, which obviously, yeah, we've done about 50% into that. That's fine. I want to say from about, okay, I want to try and make it so that these kind of tie up to here. One, two, three, four, five. I want to put 6 initial. I'm thinking you needed 2 pumps per 6 drill. I'm trying to think of all the different ratios we had for that. So like, water extractors, we needed about, right, 1, 2. If memory serves correctly, right, so now let's come to the, I'm going to put this, I'm going to make this tab the dedicated water pipe chart. So, pipeline 1, 2, 3, 4, right, so, why would you do that? Right. And then you would follow suit. Ish, maybe? What the fuck? Kinda glad you don't get killed from that now, but still. No, I'm gonna, that's way too far away. I'm gonna do something like this, where it kind of works. Oh, actually, no. I'm mistaken. I am mistaken. Motherfucking Christmas presents. Okay, good. Right. You're gonna do up to here, which then lines up kind of what where I want you to be. You will line up to the sector to the immediate left of that. And then here comes the part where we've got the... Yeah, this is where it gets a bit difficult. Because we want to try and balance it so that that goes to there. Right. Because one pump basically will do 3. Right. And then the other pumps, then this pump will... kind of? It's a weird kind of system, but I'm thinking... These systems basically... Oop. When it comes to piping in this game, I wouldn't say I'm an expert by any means. But from what I can gather... to be fair, it's more memory than actual logic and like understanding of the game. It's more just like, oh yeah, this is what makes this, and this is what makes that. That's what makes this, and that's what this makes that sort of thing. So, there you go. Right, and then you obviously turn into yonder. Right. Right. Yeah, there we go. And then that goes there, that goes there, and that goes there. So it's like they're kind of counter-supporting each other in that regard, but then that means that that goes for that. And then if we go back to 1, then we get these wonderful moments where we figure out how to, like, and the last one on the 6. Right. Okay, so that's that sector set. That's that thing sorted. How much resources do we use? Reasonable amount. Hey, fucker. Missed. Yep. Grab that. Hello. Now I can shoot you, ho ho ho. Right. Derek is safe. And then we just need to now find coal. And I don't think... Oh no, we do have coal. Right, so there's the first first patch. And I forgot the fucking miners. And I know that they're back at base. So either I can waste my time and connect it. The reason why I brought the goddamn truck in the first place was so I can have something with it. And I forgot to bring the fucking miners. Right, okay. Right, we've got the 2... Well, actually, what we'll do is we'll set up the power poles at least. Right, so... I want to say... Let's get the power section set up at least. So I want to say this connects all of the... Yeah, these will connect all of the things together. And then in the center for here, I want to say this section subsector. Right, that's for one side, which then follows a single axis. Actually, we'll have a singular axis pole here. Which then, of course, where every other thing will connect to. So, that way then that keeps everything organized. And then the singular access pole will basically ferry... I'm trying to think. Yeah. The singular access pole basically will take the stuff to the far side. Right, now we start taking it to the wild. So, all we need to do is just connect the power. That's my phone going off again. Boom. Right. So now we've got that. Now that we're building these power lines. Ignore. Come on. Enjoy swim. I actually didn't want you to swim. Have you jumped off? Legit. I think they have. I genuinely, legitimately think they fell off. Whoop. Well, that's a couple of creatures we won't have to worry about dealing with. Right. The show must go on. Right. Well, we've actually done that a lot faster than I did last time. Though, to be fair, the last time I did it, I was trying to remember how to do it. So, it's kind of a 6 of 1. Right. We're actually not too far away from the base as well, which is kind of a nice treat. Right. Jumping down hills. Oh, 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 oh. Right. Hello. Up ya bum. What are you running for? Honestly, rude. Rude. He's like, smack into it. Nice. Right, okay. So, we've got that now sorted. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to quickly... And I'm just trying to strategically plan this thing so that when I get the train eventually that's going to run through here, it's not going to interfere with the cabling much. Let's say... Yeah. Then... Right. Right, I'm going to be weird and kind of angle these things in a strange way. Right. So now I'm going to then go directly to a base. Like, obviously, this is the early phase of the cable where we have to acknowledge the fact that we don't have trains yet, so it's not something to worry about too much now. Right. And then, of course, good luck. Right. Methinks probably to signal this particular place out, I'm going to pop it by the there. And then obviously we can attach this to... Actually, to be fair, we can probably attach this to this. And then... Shit! No, 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 no. I may have fucked up. I was almost about the position to start... Yeah, no, that's fine. Right, we need, I think, one more... Yeah, one more miner. And then... Or mining droid thing, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Right. Does it say miner? Yeah, portable miner, yeah. So quickly grab the last portable miner, and then that way we can immediately gain access to some rather wonderful thing. And but still, I get to ride it back. Right. Ah, we finally run out of thingy, and sadly, yeah, a bit of a shame that. Considering we still have a reasonable amount of iron, considering we still have a reasonable amount of metal plates, we probably could grab metal. Right, let me have a look-see. Might as well kill two birds with one stone. Nice little bonus towards the inevitable shitloads of plates that we're gonna reinforced iron plates that we're gonna need for Mark II belts. Oh, that was close. Right. So we've done again. I think this particular series is feeling vastly more productive than I previously would have imagined, which I for one am quite happy about. Right. Pressure. Do you want to? That good. I don't really want to chance it. You making shit? Mark ones. Oh, there we go. That might explain it. There we go. That might make things a bit difficult. That lovely moment where pain just starts etching into your face because you realize, oh, you son of a bitch, we're gonna have to ramp things up. But then again, it should be fine. mean, eventually I can make a Mark II, which will be Mark II miners, which will be far more effective. But that's gonna start problematic things, isn't it? Yeah, just a smidge. Unless I cut supplies, because I don't need copper pipes for a while, so then I can just kind of do this, and then that kind of starts to back things up again, which then turns this into a solid core, which then turns that. Because the thing is, we don't really need copper. At the moment, apart from making pipelines, we don't really need copper piping. I don't see any other thing at this point in time that requires us to get so much copper piping, so I'm thinking in my logic, if we can kind of immediately, yeah, we're going to need to get some more things. But no, I'd say we're doing alright. I'd say we're doing okay. And you're still producing biomass. Jesus Christ. Okay, no, you've actually now run out. You're just constructing the last few bits of the biomass wood. Well, to be fair, credit where credit's due. That is a really good amount of biomass that we've been able to grab. I mean, we've almost filled up that one. From all the wood in that one area, that's pretty fucking cool. Right, so if I want to do... unless... I kind of wish you could just... I wish you could just kind of... Instead of, like... I kind of wish you could just rotate the thing rather than... because, like, in the cases for that, it just would make sense. Right. Right, so he's making that. Yeah, it's fine. Making biomass. Good. One more time. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. One last time. Fantastic. Okay, now you can select the leaves biomass. Fantastic. Right, okay. Now we need to... Well, we can't do that now because obviously... But you know what I mean. Alright, boom, boom. Grab the batteries. And we'll resolve that for a particular conundrum for later. Unless... Unless I can do some cheeky, like... Right. Stupid workaround, but as I can't be bothered to... Right, I'm going to officially make the change. So... One, two... Right, that should deal with that in a... yeah, it comes out to there, and then there you go. Yeah, the Spaghetti King wins again. It's that I can't be bothered to deal with it in one way, so I'll deal with it in a completely other way. Weirdly enough, I can't be bothered to deal with it in the old way, Jaeger, somehow is being able to win quite triumphantly with this lot, which is a bit of a surprise, to say the least. How we did yeah, that's fine. Right, let's go fix up this issue with the coal miner. And improve the rate at which it's producing, because obviously we're now struggling to see. So now, we're now struggling to make the demand. Yes, we are now struggling. Good. That's kind of what we need to see. Right, I tell you what. Get that saw. How much stuff is there? Not really worth it. Right, we'll leave that as is, and then what I'll do is we'll grab, put those two together, and then we'll put the splitter. Unless we do like 1-to-1, which is always a possibility. Yeah, you know what, fuck it. We'll do a 1-to-1. We'll do a 1-to-1. So you do that, you do that. And then you do that. And that way then it kind of increases the productivity speed, which is useful. And then we start having that problem we had before, but now that I've got the means to fix that problem, it's not so bad. Right. Boom. And you... Boom. Right. Did I not bring the battery? Oh, for God's sake, don't tell me I didn't bring the bloody battery. I didn't bring the bloody battery. I am a Muppet. A royal Muppet. Right. Yes, I am a Muppet. Good. Glad to know that we've cleared that air. Right. Battery thingy. Connect this up. Right, good. Do I have the thing in my pocket? Yes. Right. Increase the speed so it matches. We don't want to go too crazy with the power, but we do need to increase the speed. Right, 18. Gives us that semi-smooth persistence per second. Right. Now that that's been resolved, we can now... Actually, no, we do need... Right, let's add that on. Ooh, we're a little bit pushing it. Right, let's make our way to base then, shall we? Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to plonk down the first two coal production facilities. And then we're going to probably wrap things up for today's stream, because we're kind of pushing. We're getting close to the point where we need to wrap things up sharpish. So we've done extremely well, I'd say. Let's see. We should probably be able to get the coal production facilities up. Yeah. No! I broke the chain. Damn it. Well, we'll get the chain next time. Next episode. So, no, I mean, for the second episode already, we've been able to get to where we were pretty much last time. And bearing in mind, I'd done a lot of mucking around, exploring stuff, which I admit we haven't done in this one as much, which is either a good thing or a bad thing, depending on your mindset. Yes, we... Get in. Get the fuck in. This is glorious. Yeah. Right. So... Let's go get that cables. Let's go get those coal productions set up. Right. Oh, hello. Chainsaw out. Make a clearing. We also don't have that many Mycena as well, so that might also be a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. So just a normal thing, isn't it? Yeah. So... just in case we needed to prompt it with any further violence. Right, so let's get this production started. So we want to try and have these two miners kind of trisecting into the middle. Now, I was thinking on having, using a foundation system to try and get these to work, but in all honesty, I don't think it's necessary. Because while having the foundations would, obviously simplifying for aesthetics, for what I want to do, it's quite simply, I just want these two to merge into one. Actually, I'm not too sure if I'm going to get away with what we had, so... oh, there we go. So, we're just going to make a merger, and we'll be able to get the coal out that way. And now comes the lengthy time it takes to make this shit work. Actually, to be fair, what I probably should do is probably put this above and put a little bit of a thing to it so it has that some element of, yeah, this is not normally what's supposed to happen. Right, so right, belt's too long here. So I'm going to put another belt, like, here. Right. Always remains satisfying to me. Right, and then... right, belt's too long here-ish, so I think we want to probably go about here. Here. Burning hot metal for the win. Oh, shit a dick. Oh, for God's sake. Why? Right, one last time we do this before we wrap up today's episode. We go on a journey of epic proportions that I fuck up almost immediately on. Right, okay. I wonder if we can actually skip past the tree coming up. Should be able to. Like, I have to hop around it, but... yes! Fuck it. Hello. He's going for, I thought he was going to jump off again. It's like, fuck you, I'm doing it! There we go. Right. So we do this... grab the additional necessary Mark II belts, and then obviously connect all the wonders to the other bit, and then yeah. Still, we're making, again, like, I'm pretty happy with this. Like, I know I keep saying it, but it's something that I just feel like, this particular playthrough, I'm feeling confident about. We've already, on the second episode, we've already hit phase 2, we've completed most of works phase, or section phase 3, so I would say we have done pretty damn good. And the only thing I would say that would make the experience perhaps a little better is if, occasional short-sightedness results in moments like these occurring, but, he is what he is. You can't really do anything about it. I love how this is working, though. Some of these systems, which look very spaghetti, working so well. Actually, to be fair, now that I've got those other two things, maybe I might have enough belts to go mad on. I mean, hopefully I have enough to go mad on. That would be great if I could go mad on them. Would not mind that. Oh, that is nice. I think I can go mad on those. But I don't think I can take the piss. I can go mad on them, admittedly. Right. Let's see. See if we can do it. Damn you! Damn you all to hell! Damn it. Right, let me just try and see if I can do this right. What? Oh. I feel like bloody Goofy when I make that noise. Gosh. Right, okay, the journey begins now. He's just chilling on the top, like, having a rave. Gets in. It's like, have it, lads, we're fucking have it, lads. Right. Okay, so we're going to quickly recap. So we're going to talk about quickly a bit about the next stream. So the next stream is most likely going to be regarding, it's probably going to be on Monster Hunter Rise. I think I'm going to do a bit of a Monster Hunter Rise session. And then on the Saturday, we will see. I do not know what I will play. I may continue this with Satisfactory. I may start, I will obviously started this and is calling at some point, so I probably should talk and play the game that I said now that I can actually fucking stream and shit. I actually haven't streamed that game yet, so I'm really curious as to whether or not I'm going to be able to do it. I'm fairly confident I can do it, but you never know. Right. Time to focus and concentrate. Okay, hardest bit. Over the tree. No! You fucker! Fucking tree. This is why we want to destroy you. Fuck. Fucking tree. Right, well now I know we can get through that, because if it wasn't for the goddamn tree, I think I would have been fine. I probably should consider building a ladder or something. I can't build a ladder. Can I not build whilst I'm underwater? That kind of sucks. Right, alright. Loading. Right. Is there enough? Can I make that? Oh, we can! Fantastic. Right, okay. Okay. Have you. Right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do the splitters. Because obviously we're going to need to split the stuff in order to... Right. So, the first, like, couple... Actually, no, we're probably going to nudge this further to the back, so rejig this a bit. We're going to probably make the splitter go to about, I want to say... Yeah, splitter will go here. So you don't have to go as far, which is nice, which means makes it cheaper for you. Right. So now we need to have the first line, because we need 3. So 1, 2, 3. And then... Right, so then the next splitter will do this. And it will have the next 1, 2, 3. Right, okay. So the first one is going to go to the bottom tier. Second one is going to go to the upper tier. And the third one, is crippled because we can't do the third one because we need to do the third one for the top one. Shit. We're always going to be kind of crippled unless we have an additional splitter. Right, let me rethink this. This is the part where I need to think about stuff in a more serious manner. So unless I do, I know what I can do. I know what I can do. Right, okay, I have an idea. This is by no means a simple double whammo fix, but I'm thinking we do the initial split, which then does the initial split, right? Which then splits off to the execution. Oh no, it doesn't. It doesn't work like that because then we need hang on. So we need 2 splitters prior to. So we need a splitter, and then they can split off to do their own respective splits. Right. Yeah, so the first one can then kind of go like yonder into that. Yep. And then you can kind of do the same thing. That. Then you can go bottom tier. You can then go upper tier. And you can do strong tier. Yep. And so the same kind of procedure can apply here. Ah, but then they fucking blend. Right, so I just need to nudge this to the left a bit more. About there-ish. There we go. It's not really perfect, I'll be honest with you, but it's better than I feared. So why does that look better, but this doesn't? Because it's moving in a slightly easier. Yeah, okay. Right, and then unfortunately this is going to look a little bit more jank, but then that's fine. Right, that makes more sense because then what happens here is the wondrous part. So the first three, let's say here to here. The first one's going to immediately go into this tiering, the lowest. He's barely going to go up top. He's going to go to the mid tiering. Looks kind of shit. So I'm going to instead do it like so. So he goes into the mid tiering, which then goes into that. Which actually kind of looks better, I'll be honest with you. Then he immediately goes into that. Then this dude goes here into there. And then of course he goes beyond that. Right. And then these guys have kind of the same deal as before. I want to say, I mean, these are where all the Ys are going to stick around, so this is where it could get tricky. Unless I do something like this, where basically 1, 2, and you basically go here, go here, then you go here, and then to there. You can go here. Oops. And then you can go to here. It's the same process. Alright, there we go. So it kind of works. I mean, in terms of uniformity, God no. And this wire is going to trigger me now. Son of a bitch. There's no real way we can do this, can we? Oh, actually, no, there is. I can just disconnect this, can't I? Duh. And then I come up with something that works. It's still going to be there. Shit. No, it's fine. I think what we'll do to make things a little easier to kind of mentally plan out. We're still going to... Yeah, the wire... Oh, that works because it's under the fucking thing. So unless I can somehow do it under the fucking wire, but the problem is I can't. Question, does the Mark 1 power pole do anything? How tall is the Mark 1 power pole? No, it's the same. It's the same height, so it's fine. I mean, unless I do some kind of hoodwink jankle. Or I just don't care about the fact that there's a wire that's going to be in between the thing. So, like... Unless... No! I've got it. I've got it, I've got it, I've got it. Right. Over here. And all these connect yonder. Does it work perfectly? Of course not. But... I don't think we're ever going to achieve a full 100% solid. Yeah, logic and shit. But more importantly, we do have the connection. And more importantly, we do have all of the other stuff, which is wondrous. Do we have the pumps and everything? Oh, we got what? We have water in the pipes. Oh my god. Right. So now comes that wondrous moment where we all put this stuff together. And pray to the golden throne it works. Right, how far can you go? How far can you go? Right. Right, and then you just keep following because it's cheaper to do it this way. And then we turn you into a multi-big power point. Multiple. Right. And as per usual, like we do before, we do this, rate it. Best of the best. And there you go. Just over 3 hours. I think if it weren't for the delays of the forgetting stuff, I think we would be less than 3 hours, and I've achieved the objectives for today's stream. So get it. Right, so now comes the crucial moment, whether it of finding out whether or not it works. That's the bugger sign. And then, if I'm not mistaken, the next deposit of coal is actually blocked off by this giant-ass rock. So in order to improve our power supply even further, we're going to have to develop weapons, like bombs, basically. Right, so... Whee! Right. So this Mark II is going to hopefully transport the stuff a lot faster than it did before. And bearing in mind, I didn't actually get... what was it? In my previous streams, I wasn't actually able to get to the point where I was making a shitload of... pretty much all of the belts to this area out of the Mark II. So the Mark II immediately being used is much faster progress. So again, I'm going to reiterate this one last time before ending the stream, is we've done so fucking well in comparison to my last time. Like, in comparison, I think I'm a few hours caught up. I think I've definitely gotten slowed down over with the whole copper wiring issue and whatnot. But I think the real slugfest is now going to probably be trying to optimize all of that. But there you go. The coal is coming. And it's looking pretty fucking nice, if you ask me. That's going to spread to yonder. The amount of coal is... I mean, we're definitely going to be struggling a little bit for terms of power supply, but, like, I think as more coal comes through, and as the supply and the stash and everything else kind of bundles up a little bit, I think... I mean, obviously, speeding up the production is going to be there, but I think it's just as fast as it's going to get, unless they want to go to the nth degree. And there we go. Next one to go. All on that. One last to go. Come on. Do you want it? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there we go. And it looks kind of decent. Now, obviously, this can be interrupted if anything goes tits up, which easily can occur. So I can't exactly call it a day and say, yep, no, we're fine, we're all gooch. Because obviously, it can, of course, go tits up. We are spreading the load quite a fair amount. But in comparison, like that's not a bad setup to start with. I think if I got the Mark III belts, I probably would be fine. Unless I want to go with like 2 fucking belt designs, nipping and in, charging in at the same time. I don't know if one would work better, faster than the other. It's just like it's producing as much as it can. So, right. But I think tweaking the design and mucking around with stuff is probably going to be a thing I will do another session. So let's make our way back to base and talk about what we're going to do for the next stream. So yeah, it's conveniently coming to the end of the day. So risk but reward. Yeah. So yes, in terms of progress, I'd say we've done, yeah. Well, I've already said it, so we've done good. We've done good this stream. We've done good. 3 hours, we've done good. So we've now got the power supply situation resolved. We've actually caught up to where we were last time. So now comes the aspect of what we will need to do next. And I believe the big task of the day is we will now need to start seriously looking into optimizing the factory and starting to produce those multi-pronged things, such as the rotors, the metal stuff. Because obviously we're going to need to start looking into making the assemblers that will then transport the stuff, which will then transport the phase 2 components. So it's not quite over yet, and bearing in mind we also do have the coal and the steel manufacturer to work up as well. So we've got some objectives now that we finally now have reached the nth goal. So now we just need to use those resources that we've been stocking up now for a time and put them to good use. I may even attempt, once we've gotten ourselves, and first time without having to worry, which is good. So I may also consider trying to get, I'm running a bit low on power here. I may also try and consider to get as much, we run out a bit on that. 19. Right, that's kind of working really well, actually. I'm not going to lie. How are you diddling? You're good, and just check. You're about to run out. Jesus. Okay. I mean, you're going to be going for quite some time, but still. And also, we've got a rather large amount of supplies. Yeah. So I'd say we've done pretty darn good. I mean, bearing in mind also, once we've we've gotten the shitload of power now to the system. It still kind of dips, unfortunately, unless that's my production dipping. Yeah, my production's dipping on that one, but oh no, wait, hang on, that's not mine. I'm like, that's not mine. I don't do that low, Jesus. Yeah. What's this? Yeah, there we go. So 770. So we're by no means. I think if we do cut the supply off for these, we might get a bit too low. So we're probably going to still need the biomass for a little bit of time yet. But I think next objectives will be we need to start making the gear to then go towards the other stuff, which of course isn't easy, but hey ho. Speaking of which, basic steel production. We don't have enough of that. What about advanced steel production? Nope. Logistics Mark 3? Nope. 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 Yeah, so my phase 4 is pretty much dominated with these new resources. So obviously that's going to be the next hurdle that we're going to have to deal with. Especially when it comes to if we want to start keeping the power support storage set up, which is nice. And then we can worry about trying to open up these things. But obviously, it's not going to be super easy. Though then again, let's have a look. Got a few hundred of those. How are we diddling? Smart plating. We could almost get one of the objectives sorted out today. Lol. Yeah. So for the next stream, I will probably not play this. It most likely will be Monster Hunter Rise. That'll be on Thursday at 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. or 1900 hours GMT. So if you're wanting to see some, I'm just going to quickly. Is that all of that? Yeah, that's all of it. So if you're wanting to see some of that, feel free to feel free to subscribe and watch that. And if you've only just joined, do not worry, for this will be put onto the episode format, and you can watch from the start the wonderful progress that we've been making today, as well as the many fuck-ups that I had on the way there. But still, thank you also very much for watching this, and I hope to catch you in the next one. If you also want to watch other bits of content as well, I am also doing a series on Hearts of Iron 4, which I've just released. So again, if you want to see all the wondrous bits of content, feel free to stick around and have a look at the channel. And also, please do let me know how this particular episode went in terms of audio and in terms of game audio. I am in the process of restarting all of the systems on my rig. I don't have all the systems quite to hand set up, so if this comes across good, if this comes across slow, choppy, all of that jazz, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. This is Mr. Jaeger signing out. Have a good one, guys.